So this is the Skullcandy Kilo. It's a very solid ultra portable Bluetooth speaker from Skullcandy that has a very impressive battery life. But today we're going to see how the Skullcandy Kilo stacks up to the JBL CLip 4 and the Sony XB100. Regarding pricing, the Skullcandy Kilo has a retail price of $40, whereas the Sony XB100 has a retail price of $60, and then there's the JBL CLip 4, which is the oldest speaker here, and it has a retail price of $80. Nonetheless, if you want to pick any of these speakers up, they'll be linked down below. And if you want to further support the channel, pick up a big head approved hat, linked down below. We've got trucker hats and snapbacks. By buying a hat, you help the unbiased and unsponsored videos coming, and it also helps us cover more products and produce more versus videos. Thank you to everyone who's already bought a hat, and look out for more designs coming soon. And also, please remember to hit that like button and let's get subscribed. Now first, let's talk about the design of these speakers. Now all three of these speakers are small, so they're very easy to take on the go with you. They're all very durable and they're all waterproof, but I am gonna have to say that the Skullcandy Kilo and CLip 4 are more durable than the Sony because of their fabric wrap bodies. The only thing is that the rubber feet on the CLip 4 can fall off after a while, and perhaps the same will happen with the Kilo. But when it comes to attachability, I feel the XB100 is the clear winner here. With the Sony XB100, you can easily attach it to something thanks to its super versatile fabric loop. Whereas with the CLip 4, it has a built-in carabiner, but this carabiner can be very limiting. And with the Kilo, it also has a built-in carabiner, but this carabiner is even smaller than the one on the CLip 4. So if you want something that is versatile and you can attach it to multiple things, the Sony XB100 is the clear winner. But when it comes to battery life, the CLip 4 has an advertised battery life of 10 hours, but if you were to use this speaker at 80% volume, then this speaker is going to be good for about 6 hours of playback time. Whereas with the Sony XB100, this speaker has an advertised battery life of 16 hours, and that's with this speaker playing at 72% volume. But if you were to use this speaker at max volume, then this speaker is going to be good for about 5 hours of playback time. But then there's the Skullcandy Kilo, and this speaker has an advertised battery life of 24 hours, and if you were to use this speaker at max volume, then this speaker is going to be good for about 8 hours of playback time. And max volume on the Kilo is significantly louder than max volume on the Sony XB100, and it is up there with the JBL CLip 4. And when it comes to charging these speakers, all three of these speakers charge via a USB-C port, as they should. Just keep in mind that this is the only port on all of these speakers because none of these speakers have an audio jack, so you can't use a wired connection with any of these speakers, which honestly isn't super surprising for speakers of this size and price in 2023. And when it comes to Bluetooth connectivity, all of these speakers can only be connected to one device at a time, but at least you can watch videos with all of these speakers because the latency is not an issue for any of these speakers. But with the basic stuff out of the way, let's talk about sound. When it comes to speaker setups, all of these speakers have an upward firing woofer and a downward firing passive radiator. But now we're going to jump into the sound test. Both the CLip 4 and Kilo are playing at 93% volume, whereas the Sony XB100 is playing at max volume so that it can keep up.
Until I found you, oh, I'm not gonna let you go. Oh, I'm gonna hold you close. It's hard, cause it took 5 years until I found you. But we're just getting started, baby. I can't control myself lately. But you know that, you know that, you know that, you know it. We're just getting started, baby. Right next to you. Move next to me and show me all the things you wanna do. I can't wait to try them all. Going around the world in our fancy cars. Look at all the stars. I can't believe this is true. It took 5 full years to find you, but we're just getting started, baby. I can't control myself. But you know that, yeah, you know that, yeah, you know that, yeah, you know that. We're just getting started, baby.
So first, let's address max volume performance. The Sony XB100 just doesn't get as loud as these other two speakers, even while it's playing at max volume. It was still having a hard time keeping up with these other two speakers. Whereas with the Skullcandy Kilo, it's actually the louder speaker here, and it's a little louder than the Clip 4. Now, the max volume performance difference between these two speakers isn't huge, but here you do want to take the most that you can get. And it also really helps that the Kilo is the most affordable speaker here. And when it comes to sound quality, the Clip 4 does have more bass than the Kilo, whereas the Kilo sounds a little brighter because it puts more of an emphasis on the highs than the Clip 4, which is part of the reason why it's the loudest speaker here. Overall, I do think that sound quality wise, the Kilo is the best performing speaker here. It might not have as much bass as the Clip 4, but it has almost as much, and it's the loudest speaker here. But finally, let's talk about pairing these speakers up with other speakers. Now, with the JBL Clip 4, it cannot be paired up with any other speaker. Whereas with both the Skullcandy Kilo and the Sony XB100, if you were to get one other of the same speaker, you'll be able to pair them up and get them to play in left and right stereo mode. And I will admit, having either the Sony XB100 or the Skullcandy Kilo playing in stereo mode with one other speaker does sound rather impressive. But I will admit, 2 Kilos do sound more impressive than 2 Sony XB100s. So with all that being said, if you're looking for a small ultra portable Bluetooth speaker, performance-wise, I think the Skullcandy Kilo is the clear winner here. It sounds good, it gets impressively loud, you can pair it up to another Kilo and get them to play in stereo mode, but the Kilo also has the best performing battery life here by a lot. And it also doesn't hurt that it's the most affordable speaker here as well. The only drawback is that its carabiner is very limiting. If you need something that you can attach to a lot of things, then you're probably going to want to go with the Sony XB100. And as for the JBL Clip 4, it looks like the Skullcandy Kilo has finally dethroned it. If you made it this far, I guess you enjoyed the video, so hit the like button and get subscribed. If you want to pick any of the products up, they'll be linked down below. And if you want to further support the channel, check out the merch. I made some shirts and hoodies that look and feel great. And you know I can be very particular, so I'll only slap my name on something if I'm really proud of it.